Hello team, I'm making this video so that way you can see what I'm seeing on my screen, so that way we can narrow down any type of inconsistencies or issues. I'm going to do a quick and dirty video so there won't be any editing because it is pretty late for me and I'm sure time is a factor, so I'm going to go into it right away. I'm going to go and run Visual Studio. Going to open up the project. This is for version 15. Just to make sure you see what I'm seeing. Week 5, team folder, and the Visual Basic project. I'm going to run it so that way you'll know that if there's any errors or warnings. Running it as debug, 0 errors, 0 warnings, no messages. Going to stop it. Going to also open up the database. Going to open it. I'm going to go to the file location where the project's in. Again, version 15. Going to the bin folder, not this one. Going to debug, the database, enable. For some reason, the previous versions did not have the queries that I mentioned earlier. I don't know why that happened. I actually took a previous database and rebuilt everything. Open the activity log, activity types, customer, and employee. I rebuilt the database based off of version 14's data. So here's the activity log, activity types, the customer data that should have been in there, and the employee. Okay, I'm switching back to the IDE. Like I said, I rebuilt it, so the forms that are added is form add activity, create customer, create employee, customer account log, edit activities, update customer, update employee, list item, the TeamC database, the TeamC dataset that's been in most of the versions, and the all activity dataset that was added in. Going to run it. And I'm going to show you how it acts on my system. Under File, Exit, works as it should. Customer, we're going to go to Edit Customer first. Has the 4 customer objects. Customer objects 4. Search, it populates, clear, and it populates. Let's add a customer. Customer name. Test. Adding the customer. Promise the message. Okay, and it clears. Cancel. Going back to the database. Well, actually, you know what? Let's go to the edit customer, see if it actually populated. It added another one in there. Search. And it brings up the testing data. Cancel. To the database. Still under the customers. Notice that it hasn't added the test data. Going to refresh the database. Test data is permanently set in there. Going back to edit customer. Let's test, go to the testing, search, and let's change the city to test change. Save successful. It clears. Going back here, search. The testing change was made. Cancel. Going back to the database. Test change is already refreshed in there. Going to the activity, add new activity. It populates already with the customer information, employee information, the date, and activity. And just to make sure, customer activity log. Going back to the database. I believe we probably want to go to the activity types. It lists the activity name, the employee, blah, Bob, Bob, and Bob. Back to the program. Blah, Bob, Bob, and Bob. And let's, I guess, add. Some sort of error popped up. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. So there's an error right there. I also don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. So maybe edit activities. Okay, this brings up the edit activities form. I'm going to cancel at the moment. Exit. Now going back to the edit activities form. Add activity, activity name. Put in test data, save. I don't know what's supposed to happen here. I'm clicking the button, nothing happens. Let's check the database. Refresh. Nothing changed there. Customer shouldn't have anything. Nothing happened in the activities form. And nothing happened. Okay. Either we need to somehow rectify this or perhaps get rid of it, depending on how much time we have. I think that's up to whoever did it or not. Cancel works. Employee, create new employee. New employee form pops up. Cancel. Let's edit employee, see if it pops up. Update employee information does not pop up anything except for the default array values that I did in a previous week. Just to make sure, search. Nothing's working. The clear works. Cancel. Well, let's first check the database. Check the employee. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Maybe we can add an employee. Create new employee. Let's go for test name. Test. Okay. Nothing's happening. Let's go back to the database. Refresh. Okay, the value did get put into the database, but it did not reflect that in the application. So that's something we should be mindful of too. Going back to the application, clearing. Cancel. And I believe that's it. Everything else works. I'm going to upload this video for you guys to reference, and the project folder should be available on the team. All right, thank you.